I really hope this works. I feel like this will be therapeutic and good, and I am thankful for an activity to do with my hands. It has been a lot. It has been a lot. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel for a fully quarantined vlog. I'm honestly so thankful to have you give me a reason to talk out loud and to do fun things. I'm feeling a lot better today, and I have a goal today to kind of just focus on like health, wellness, mental, physical. I want to make a super packed smoothie and pack as many things as I can into it. I want to try to stretch my body because it feels really achy from just like laying flat for so many days. I have some new things that I got to help boost my immune system a little bit. They're from Beekeepers Naturals, and I am working with them on today's video. The big thing that I'm doing today is taking the full day off of social media. We'll see how well I do, but I'm trying not to consume, not to post, not to read for a full day. See how that helps my mental health, giving my brain a break. I feel like that's kind of risky to do on the day that I have nothing going on because I'm just at home, but also could be a fun, good challenge. I slept 10 hours last night, 11 and a half hours the night before, and I'm officially on day 3 with no fever. According to CDC guidelines, I only have one more day of quarantine, but I'm gonna play it safe and be at home for longer than that. But no fever is a really great sign. So I'm feeling thankful, feeling incredibly thankful. I'm going to get a little refreshed for the day, even though I'm literally just staying at home, because it helps me feel more put together and more like myself. And then we'll get this vlog started. We'll do fun things. I'm so excited to try to make that tapestry with you. Okay, basically, if you missed the last vlog, these are very interconnected. I just talk about a lot of things and start some projects in the last vlog that we're going to be doing in today's vlog. So maybe catch up on that one if you've missed it. I'm gonna get ready and then let's hang out. I did my little 5-step no makeup look that I did in the last vlog, and I also, look at this, set this up. I think I'm just gonna turn this on once a week to where these apps shut off after 1 minute. So basically they're already shut off. And as I'm getting ready, I'm listening to a talk from my old church mosaic, Erwin McManus. He just said something really fascinating. He was like, I think that we live in this like weird mindset where we want God to give us more, but we don't necessarily want to become more trustworthy of him being able to give us more. I feel a little called out by that one. That's good. I think I needed to hear that. That being said, I feel like my morning's off to a good start. Let's continue the little healthy morning routine to take care of me and feel better. Okay, sometimes some things happen and I can't help but laugh. And one of those is that months ago, I locked in this vlog for getting to work with Beekeepers Naturals. This is something that I've been using for quite a while, especially when I travel. And now I'm laughing out loud that it just so happened that this turned into a quarantine vlog, because this is something that I do to help boost my immune system. My OG product that I fell in love with was this Bee Immune throat spray from Beekeepers Naturals, and it is a propolis throat spray. And basically all I do is I spray this in the back of my throat like this, and it's so sweet and yummy. And propolis, if you haven't heard of this is something that bees make, and it helps to protect their immune system because it's essentially germ fighting. Studies have shown that it is antimicrobial and antifungal. And also in this, there are different things that help to boost your immune system. Like there's antioxidants, there's vitamin C, there's zinc, there's vitamin D as well, over 300 different compounds, and it's so easy, it's soothing. Last night I could not sleep because I could not breathe through my nose and my throat was just hurting and dry from breathing through my mouth, and doing this helped to kind of relieve that a little bit and help me to sleep as well. I do have a code. It's just my name, it's Michelle, and it gets you 20% off site-wide. There's a lot of other things on their site that I like as well. These have been a lifesaver this week because these are basically honey lozenges that also have the propolis, zinc, vitamin D, helps to support immune system, and just being able to suck on these also helps my throat feel better as well. It's also just a very clean product, which I appreciate. They have it third-party tested to make sure that it's pesticide-free, which is better for humans, better for bees also, and it's like gluten-free, GMO-free, refined sugar-free. There's no preservatives or fillers or anything icky in it like that, and it is a certified B Corp as well. There's so many potential B puns in here. The vitamin B's, the certified B Corp. But if you have travel upcoming as well, totally recommend this because it's easy to throw in a bag. It's way easier than like a pill for me, and it honestly just kind of like tastes yummy. Don't forget, code is just my name, Michelle. I'll have the link down below, but that gets you 20% off the whole site. So that's step 1 to my healthy girl morning. Step 2 is let's make a smoothie together. I think that sounds like fun, and I've been craving one, honestly. Okay, I've just pulled out literally every single superfood that I have in the pantry, every protein powder, and every fiber thing. I really feel like I need fiber. So we're gonna do chia seeds and where did the flax seeds in this smoothie. And let's just see, it might not taste good with how much I'm trying to get into this one, but let's try it. Okay, let's just start with a simple base, and then I'll put in like 5,000 different powders. Starting with just some frozen banana. I didn't break these up very well. I hope they blend okay. Frozen spinach. I've started buying my greens frozen for smoothies because I don't get through them fast enough before they go bad. And then start with some milk, but I'll probably add some more. Okay, we're gonna start with protein powder. This has 20 grams per scoop, and it's like a pea protein. I really like it, it's good. Hemp hearts, this also has protein and omega-3s and 6s, and I think some fiber too. Did I make that up? Yeah, there's a little bit of fiber. Chia seeds and flax seeds are where the fiber really comes in. They're a little hard to clean up from a blender, but that's okay. Flax seeds. Oh, this is maca. I thought I was grabbing the flax. Maca powder is great too. Here's my flax. I like to get the flax seeds already ground because sometimes the blender doesn't grind them super well, and they're just best for your digestive system that way. This is cacao, but there's also like a reishi blend in here, so there's different reishi mushroom type things in there as well. So many powders. We're gonna need a lot of liquid to make this blend. This is just some spirulina. It's gonna make it super green. Some more honey to make this palatable, hopefully. And a new thing of milk. Oat milk. Hopefully help this all blend. So many powders. Oh, you got it. Ooh, it's so green. I figured I could sit outside in my little yard while I try this, watch the rest of that message from Mosaic because it's cloudy right now, and it's my only chance to really get fresh air. Whoa! It's actually so palatable for how many things I stuffed in here. That is very good. It's thick though. It is, it's like a gloopy thick, but it's very yummy. I'm wondering if it'd be easier to make smoothies like this if I mixed all those powders in like one mason jar and made like a blend where I just do a scoop of all the superfoods into the blender, so I didn't have to open 10 bags and scoop out of 10 bags. I wonder if there's any downside to that, like if something could expire sooner maybe. But if I do it in small batches, perhaps? I don't know, it could be worth looking into. So another thing that I mentioned in the last vlog that we will be finishing in today's vlog is creating the, can you see it hanging up there? The tapestry TV cover. And in the last vlog we hand washed the base, which if you missed it, I got this at an antique store, and the fabric's from the 1910s, and it's really cool because it has like someone's initials embroidered, and I just steamed it. Actually, can you tell if the camera's shaking? Because my arm is shaking from holding up the steamer for so long. And in the last vlog, I got these scraps left over, and I'm thinking the best way to do this, I'm gonna try to hand sew. I'm not a sewer, but I'm telling myself I can cut the stitches if it doesn't look good. I'm thinking about trying to pin some of these scraps up on this to get a feel for like where I want to sew them and stitch them. But the thing is this fabric, even after hand washing, I mean, it's just so old. There's still some really visible stains on it. So I think I want to kind of do my fabric placement around where the stains are. So like maybe a square somewhere over here to hide this. Initially, I was laid this long blue strap horizontally, but now I'm thinking this has a horizontal stitch in it, so it could be cool to do this long one vertical. Well, actually, I take it back. I've tried laying these out every which way, and the way that I tried in the last vlog is actually my favorite. You can still see the seam in the middle, but this just like fills it up better. And I want this white one tucked kind of under the blue and this brown one tucked kind of over the blue. So I assume I will sew this white one first, second, third, I guess. So I'll pin down this, and then after I sew it, I'll come back and realign this one. So my mom's actually great at sewing. She told me the best thing to hand sew this would be this embroidery. Uh-oh, did I just get it super tangled? I'm gonna try to untangle this before I accidentally knot it. Shoot. And just give it my best shot while listening to a podcast. And I really don't know what I'm doing, but I do want this to look rough. Like the fabric has like raw edge hems, and like this is obviously like kind of tattered fabric. So that is the vibe I'm going for. So it feels like a low pressure kind of thing. So I'll check back in however many minutes when I have progress to let you know how it's going. Worst case scenario, I could just hang this blank, you know, but I hope this works out. Well, it's been about an hour and I'm just now finishing up the first patch. And like, it looks okay. Like I said, my expectation was for it to look just very crude, very rough. So I'm kind of thinking after I finish this first little patch, I want to try hanging it and seeing what it looks like over the TV. And then I think that sewing the other patches could be a good late night activity when there's not sunshine to be able to film with y'all. One thing I am worried about is I got a dowel for this, and I'm worried that we cut it a little too short, which is totally on me. I gave the dimensions to my dad who went to Home Depot and got it cut. But the brackets were just delivered. So I'm gonna run to my mailbox, get the brackets, and I say we try hanging it to see if the dowel is long enough, because if not, I will need to reorder a dowel, which, you know, those are like 10, 15 bucks. So it's not the end of the world, but it will be interesting to see. It just started raining again. So not used to the rain. Okay, but this is the dowel. These are the little brackets that will hopefully hang it far enough away from the wall that my TV will still have enough space. So I'm gonna see if there's enough space to shimmy this down the dowel and then have the spacing for the brackets on either side. I really thought 4 inches longer of a dowel would be enough, but now I'm pessimistic. Oh, that's not terrible. That's not bad at all. I say let's try hanging it with that in mind. So I think the size works well. It works really well. I love the little stitching in the bottom. I'm debating, also this is not practical if you watch your TV a lot. I probably turn on my TV realistically every other week. I normally just watch things on my laptop, but I do this when I have people over. So it does take a little bit of effort to like take it down and put it up if you watch your TV all the time. I'm kind of just debating if I actually do want to add the other scraps. I think it will make it look more intentional, but it also might look scrappier. Sometimes less is more. I might just sit on it for a while. One thing I do want to do is this eucalyptus has been, we'll call it dried, for quite a while. And there's actually a bush right outside my window that I might just get a little twig from and freshen this up to not make it look so sad and bleak. Maybe a little life will help. Let's try that actually. I thought these were so pretty because it has little like red leaves at the tips. Could be a fun little pop of color if they don't go down too far. Maybe I need to stuff something in there to keep them up higher. Oh yeah! And the height of this feels good with where this little fabric piece starts to me. I do kind of think I want to look at what I have and see if I have something else to put over here right now. I feel like I left y'all hanging very much so last night, and it's because a lot happened. And I've been sitting here debating, like, do I want to share this? Do I want to kind of cue them in on what's going on or not? And I have decided to kind of share for a couple of reasons. First, I just want to be honest about like the process of continuing to process grief, even months and months after the fact. I've had some people be like, hey, how did you heal and move on so quickly? And I'm like, it is still a battle. It is still active work I'm putting in every single day. And I don't want people to see my healing process and assume it's quicker and easier than theirs and then feel like they're not doing a good job. Also, the second reason I'm deciding to share is this all happened out of my control and it happened publicly. and I was not expecting this to happen at all. So I'm like, if this happened publicly without my consent, this is my life. I can talk about it. I already shared my story of the divorce, so you guys already know that there was some level of infidelity, but there was so much more that I did not know about that I found out last night, and now I'm having to go through and process these like new feelings of betrayal and these new feelings of grief, and I kind of honestly have a little bit of guilt to be processing this now that I'm in another new relationship. You process grief for the rest of your life. I think even if you have completely moved on from like a relationship and get remarried and are blissful and happy, still things can trigger up these feelings. There can still be lingering feelings deep down that bubble up. And I think that that's normal and okay. You just have to like do a good job of processing them. So what happened yesterday is a thread caught fire about my ex, which caused a lot of women who had experiences with him to come out of the woodworks and share their experiences, all of which happened during my relationship with him. And some of them reached out to me firsthand, privately, and shared timelines and messages. And I didn't really ask for any of this. I felt like I had found closure and peace with the information that I had, but this is now like tenfold the information I had. And I can't help but feel just like stupid. I can't help but feel stupid of how was I so blind to this. I also can't help but feel just completely disassociated from this whole situation, because I'm like, this doesn't happen in real life. So this is a very poorly written movie script. People don't do this to people in real life. This is all, you know, a TMZ show, but in fact it is real and it is my real life and it did happen. So it's been a lot. And for the first time in a long time, I do feel anger, and feeling justified anger is something that I'm always challenged myself to actually allow myself to feel. I've talked about this in past vlogs, but I've had the incorrect assumption that anger is dirty, and anger is not dirty. There can be valid anger a lot of the time. And I'm not here to share the details of all of it, because honestly at this point it's irrelevant, but I am here to share my journey with you and how I'm feeling. And I can't help but just feel so frustrated that, like, if we take this and put it into a metaphor, I was going around the Monopoly board and I made it pretty far, and without me changing anything, just people coming to me with information, it knocked me back to like home. And I kind of feel like I got to start all over. And I kind of feel like I don't want to waste this emotional energy on something from the past when I have something now that I want to focus on in the present and the future, when I'm in a healthy, awesome relationship. But it was out of my control. And now I do have to like process and feel those feelings of betrayal and reassess everything through a new lens. And it's just fact. And so that's what I spent yesterday doing. I spent yesterday sitting on all that, having those conversations with those girls, having conversations with my friends, processing all of it. And I plan to do that again this afternoon, have phone calls with Anna and Kayleese, and just like people that know me well and have seen me in that stage of life, and just process all of this and more. I don't know. Sometimes things like this, I'm like, Michelle, don't share this. Like, just focus on the good. But focusing on the good when there's hard, I think is it's irresponsible of me as someone sharing my journey, because it does then encourage girls to compare their experiences with the way I'm handling mine when they don't know that I'm still struggling with a lot of very hard, heavy, difficult things. And I don't want to pretend like everything is all good and cheery when it's not. I think the last thing that I'll share that is just very interesting and very weird is the timing of all of this, because this is the anniversary of me having COVID last year and paying for my ex to get hotels when he was not in those hotels alone. To the day, I then tested positive for COVID, and this same week, this is all coming up without me trying to stir the pot or trying to look for any of it, just on its own timing. And it's weird to have to almost like physically relive it, to be in isolation and to be sick and to be feeling all of these same feelings a year later to the week is very odd. It is very odd. I did tell one of the girls, like, though it's hard to learn this, it gives me so much more trust in myself, because you can get gaslit to a point of completely disregarding your gut instincts and not trusting yourself at all. And now I'm like, those gut instincts were so accurate and beyond accurate of what I could have ever imagined. So now I'm going to just listen to my gut so much more going forward. So this is giving me permission and healing to trust myself again, if that makes sense, of like, oh no, I was right. I was right. I knew all along, and I'm never going to gaslight myself like that again. Those are my experiences. But here's what I'm going to do. I had a fun activity planned for the day of making lemon bars. And I think that that sounds like a lovely thing to do, to kind of do something with my hands, make something, have like quiet time, but like have something to do. And then I'll probably end the vlog after that and just take the rest of the evening to myself. But that is what's going on in my world, and I can't help but have anxiety about sharing all of it. But whatever, I've shared so much before. Okay, I will link the recipe that I found online. It's by glutenfreeonashoestring.com. And I picked this one simply because it had the quickest time. It says it should only take 55 minutes. Two things I'm gonna change. One is I don't have a square 8-inch baking pan. I only have like one that's basically this size. So I think I'm gonna try to make them in little muffin tins, like individual ones. I'm gonna make most of them regular, but something else I want to try is I'm not supposed to have egg. It's technically an allergy. So one thing I kind of want to try is I ordered Just Egg from the store, but I don't fully trust it because the bottles are so bloated, and I opened one and it like, and the inside is clumpy on all of them. I ordered 3. I don't know if that means it's gone bad. It's not expired. And I'm like, what's less risky, eating real egg or eating potentially expired Just Egg? I don't know. So I'm gonna make a couple with that and see what happens, see how it looks when it's baked, and the rest of them regular. So let's cue a little fun baking montage, and I feel like this will be therapeutic and good, and I am thankful for an activity to do with my hands. So I definitely think they overbaked, which makes sense because they're in much smaller vessels and I bake them for the same amount of time. These are the Just Egg ones. These are the regular ones, but I'm still gonna let them cool because maybe it's just looks overbaked on the top and is fine on the inside, but they're gonna cool in the fridge for a little bit and then we can try them a little bit later. Dust them with sugar. I'm a little nervous about these. I had another patio delivery of flowers and a devotional and a kombucha. And honestly, like, moments like this, I'm just extra aware and blown away by the concept of community. And even just the concept of online community, I'm really very thankful. But it is time we try the lemon bars. This is the vegan one, which actually has a better color. This is the egg one. The vegan one crust didn't really stick as well. I think I was a little messy getting it out. I could take it off the crust. And then this one stuck all very well, even though I didn't have like cupcake liners. You're supposed to use parchment paper when you do it in a big pan. I'm a little nervous to try the Just Egg because I don't know if they went bad, but I'm gonna try it. It's not as bad as I expected it to be, but Just Egg has a very specific taste, and it reminds me of a scramble, like the vegan scramble I make all the time. and that's a little off-putting, but here's the texture of the inside of this one. Definitely not custardy at all. That's what that one looks like. Let's try the real deal, which I think is overbaked. Oops, you live and you learn. Okay. That one is much better. It is a little overbaked in the center, but it is creamier, whereas the other one's like bouncier. It's very fun to experiment and to try. Just a last couple things before I go. First, an obvious thank you to you guys for being here with me and letting me share and all the things. Second, I'm gonna take a few days off of at least filming. I think that that's good just to recover physically from COVID and also just like mentally and emotionally process everything and take a little time. I'll still be working on other computery stuff, but a few days off filming. So that means I also have one vlog that's actually gonna just be a sit down, get ready with me, catch up, kind of update you guys on some things like house hunting and my upcoming schedule and going on tour with Jordy and all sorts of things. So that'll be coming out one Saturday instead of a vlog. And then I pushed my LA trip a little bit just to be extra safe, to make sure I'm like way out of the quarantine guidelines for COVID, but I still am going to be going to LA, though a little bit later. And I still am going to be vlogging that. And now it means extra to me, trying to find closure there and say my goodbyes and reclaim those memories, like plan that before all this happens. So I'm still going to be doing that, and that will probably be the next, I think that will be the next vlog. I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making quarantine way less lonely. It's been a huge blessing, honestly, to be able to talk to y'all and do activities with y'all and keep busy. So I'm thankful. I love you. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I will see you in a video very soon. Oh, last thing. Thank you to Beekeepers Naturals for partnering with me on this video. Don't forget the code's Michelle. I'll have the link and all the information down in the description box down below. Okay. I love you. Bye.
So give me a sign. Give me a sign. Oh, give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more talking to you. Here we go again, staying up all night to see if you've been texting me. Where do we go from here? I wanna